Hi, I'm Gilad, Director of Product at Iguazio, and today I would like to show you our model monitoring and drift detection capabilities. Specifically, this is part of our MLOps. This is an open source MLOps orchestration framework where we have a operational pipeline. So you have this capability to deploy models, and as part of it, you have the ability to monitor the models themselves. And this is what you can see here. This is the model server that you can create. And as part of it, there is an output stream. This output stream would be later read by a model monitoring function. So everything in ML1 is a function. This is a very composable and robust framework that allows us to create different functions and connect them together. In this case, we created a model monitoring function that processes this stream and writes the data to our different databases, our K files, time series database, key value. And then we have another function that runs once an hour that processes this data and produces the monitoring data that we can later view. In order to view it, we have the UI, and we can also export it to a dashboard. In this case, we're going to see Grafana, but you can use any type of tool that can read data and create dashboards on your own. It's not limited just to Grafana. So if we look at the overall project that we have here, this shows us everything that we have run. We have here the model monitoring running in batch, and we have the streaming function that we have just seen in the diagram. And if I go to the model endpoints, I can see that there are a few models here that are actually in drift. This is by design. We have done it on purpose for the purpose of this meeting because we would like to show the drift capability. So if I go to one of the models, we can look at the drift analysis. You can see the drift is rather high. We also have feature analysis. So because we have a feature store in place and we know what to expect per feature, we also have per feature capability to monitor the feature behavior and detect drift there as well, which of course you can see that there is quite a lot of drift in those features as well. So the way we have done it, this is the overall screen that shows what we show here in the demo. It's a fraud detection demo. As part of, we also show you the feature store. We're not going to focus about these aspects in this session, but just to get you oriented, we have data coming in from different sources. It's processed by the feature store, and then we serve that those features to the model that is deployed in real time. And this is the area where we'll focus on. We have model monitoring, which reads the data from the models and writes back the data so we can later process it. The data coming in is transaction data and user events. Feature store processes them and creates aggregation. And following that, we have the different features that we can select from here. And after that, we select only the most relevant features when we create the model itself. Now, when we get to the model deployment, we create a serving function. And in this case, we create 3 different models. We also have model ensemble capabilities. Again, not something that we'll focus on in this session, but for the purpose of this discussion, we have 3 different models that we can monitor. At the end, we test them locally. We see everything is fine. And after that, we'd like to deploy the model. Just to deploy the model, it's very easy. We call the deploy method. But before that, we call 2 different methods. The first one is set tracking. We tell it that we want to track this model and generate this output stream. And we also give it access to our data layer in order to write to that database. And at the end of the day, this is how we create the model monitoring. That's it. It's as simple as that. So we have seen already the drift that is generated here. We also have drift that we can view as part of our Grafana dashboard. So this shows a very similar view. We see the different endpoints. We can see that 3 of them have a drift. We can see technical information in terms of predictions per second, average latency, and so forth. And if we go to one of these endpoints and drill down, we can actually view the per feature drift just like we have seen in the UI. And of course, we can look at the information about the incoming features, how much data has come in, and so forth. So this just goes to show you again that we can use this data not just within MLOps, but we can export it to another system very, very easily. So overall, what we have seen is our built-in monitor capability and drift detection as part of MLOps, which is part of the Iguazio overall offering. You get a drift detection and the model level and on the feature level. And because MLOps is so flexible, you can do other things beyond just what we've just shown. For example, automatically trigger feature retraining. So in this case, I can just need to write a function that processes this monitoring stream, and if it goes above some threshold, retrain everything. Or alternatively, I can send an alert to our data scientists and tell them that there is a problem with the model and they should take a look at them and reprocess those models and create new models or figure out why the system is not behaving as expected. So thank you for listening.